Alright, let me jump into this. I really want to talk about this plugin that I've just bought. It's called the RC-20, and like honestly, this plugin is probably one of the best plugins I've bought in terms of like how all round it is, like how many functions are inside this one plugin. So nice just coming down this side of the garden and get out of the office, get some fresh air. It makes such a big difference. But yeah, I can't even remember what day of quarantine we're in. I know we've got like April 13th, which is when my birthday is, but April 13th is like the day where we can potentially not be on lockdown, so we're going to be stuck inside for like another 2 weeks from now. 15 days, so 2 weeks in 1 day. It's okay. It kind of makes you think, like, we take for granted like so many things, like just being able to go out to the shops or go down to the mall, go to the cinema. It really just put it in perspective. Like if you just stayed at home the whole time, like it literally make you go stir crazy. Mentally we're kind of prepared for this because we've been told we have to stay indoors for this amount of time, but if like there was no choice and we had to stay inside permanently, it just make you go stir crazy. For those of you guys that are younger, like you're heading off to college or uni, don't take that stuff for granted, because within 2 weeks everything's been taken away. You know, we can't barely go out. I mean, I don't know what the situation is like where you guys are. If you're in the US, I believe it's a bit looser, but here like we need to have a permit to leave the house. It needs to be like a specific permit to tell like the police if they pull us over that we're going out to the shop, that we're going to the vet, to the pharmacy or something like that. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy times that we're in at the minute. I'm just rambling on now. I'm gonna go make some beats. That's right. Alright, so we've got this loop that DJ Bobby Who sent me through. Big shout out to DJ Bobby Who for sending out those loops for me. They're super fire. Go drop him a follow on his socials as well. But yeah, he dropped me through this loop and I've kind of played with it. This is what the original sounded like. I've messed around with it a little bit, chopped it up, and I've put on a new plugin that I've recently bought. You probably heard of it, the RC-20. I've played around with it a little bit and it sounds like this now. Okay, so I've messed around with the pitch a little bit, the tempo sped up a little bit, and I've added a couple of effects as well. Right, let's start off and get the bass sounding right, so we're in key. Okay, that's good. I'm trying to hit this a little bit differently. Like I normally go with like the clap and the hi-hats first. I'm going to go with the kick and the bass first with this one. Slow this down a little bit. Alright, I'm going to pull a snare from the new kit that I am working on. I've got the 808s done, got the claps done, the melodies done. So let's pull something from here and start using it. Actually, no, let's go with that. Alright, this needs a little else, I think. This has got kind of like Southside, like TM88 kind of like, you know, like early 2010s onwards trap style to it. It sounds pretty dope. 2010, that's too early. It's like that 2015 style to it, which I kind of like. I like going back to like the old sort of, you know, Southside 808 Mafia kind of beats sometimes. Yeah, I think I need to add like one more thing in terms of adding something to the melody, just to kind of, you know, give it some variation to like the chorus and the hook and the verses and stuff like that. But yeah, should be done with this one pretty soon. Let me change that sound. Alright, let me jump into this. I really want to talk about this plugin that I've just bought. It's called the RC-20, and like honestly, this plugin is probably one of the best plugins I've bought in terms of like how all round it is, like how many functions are inside this one plugin. Like it's insane. Like, and the sound you get from it is so like unique as well, which is amazing. You don't need to mess around adding like lo-fi plugins, then a chorus, then like a detuner. You can just like throw the RC-20 on it, you know, toggle some of the different functions, and like honestly it's amazing, and it doesn't eat up too much CPU either. But yeah, here's the RC-20. Let me pull it up and show you guys what I did with it. Alright, cool. So I got this melody. I'll turn the RC-20 off first. Okay, now this is with the effect on. Okay, like that's only one function as well. Like there's tons of others. So like the first thing, I'll just run through each sound like as I go through it. So the first one is like a noise setting. It's quite self-explanatory, to be fair. But you get like all these presets that come with it. So you get like loads of different like lo-fi styles, and you know, you don't just get like one that you get with the isotope vinyl. So there's tons of them. Like I'll just cycle through a few so you can hear the difference. Okay, so as you can hear, like there's absolutely tons to choose from. Doesn't really matter what beat you're going for. If you want like just some kind of background noise, then you can just turn it quite down. You know, you can turn it quite low. If you want something like really like lo-fi textured sort of style to it, then you can just turn it up and, you know, select a different preset. Like there's so many different things. Okay, and then the second one is this wobble section, this is like the detuner, and I actually think this detuner is better than the Mondo mod one that I've previously spoke about. But yeah, this is a detuner, and it doesn't like properly detune it. It kind of keeps it in tune, but it's really hard to explain what it does. But I'll just run through. I'll just show you like what it does. So you've got this top thing here. It says wow, and then there's one that says flutter. Flutter is like a faster detune. That's a slower detune on the wow side. And then you can like play with the stereo, the rate, the frequency. You know how much it fluctuates. It's insane. So I'll just run through it and play with it so you can hear what it sounds like. It's super powerful, but I mean obviously you really want to go like quite subtle with this plugin, with this part of the plugin, because too much is just going to sound stupid. But yeah, that adds like that real like realistic texture to it as well. It's just these little things, they all add together and they just make it sound so much better. So you got the wobble, you got the distortion, which you know that comes with presets as well. So just take a look at that. Quite like this 2-pair one for this beat. Digital, this sounds kind of gives it like some like digital distortion. For this beat I didn't really need it, so I'm not going to leave that on there, I don't think. Space, this is one of my other favourites. This is like basically a reverb, but for some reason it sounds really good on this plugin. Stereo. Okay, Okay, and then the last one is called magnetic, kind of like a gated effect. It just gives it more of like a sharp edge to it. Okay, so you've got like all of this like different combinations of sounds that you can like put in with this. Like, and by the way, this isn't like a sponsored video. I'm not like doing this because, you know, I'm getting paid for it. Not getting paid for it at all. I just bought it. It's $100, so do save up and get it. Like, it's insane. But yeah, you've got like this combination. Like, you've got all of this to play with. You can have, you know, certain ones on and off. It's really easy to use. It looks quite nice as well. Like, you know, let's be honest, if it looks nice, it kind of adds to the whole thing. And not only that, you have these toggles down here as well. You've got an EQ, like a built-in EQ. You've got the width, so you can just like play with the stereo width of the melody. So if it sounds like too thin and down the middle, you can literally just crank that up, and it widens it out, makes it nice and wide. And hats off to XLN Audio, insane plugin. If you can save up $100, if you sell beats for like $30, you only need to sell like 3 or 4 beats. Just try and save up that money as good as possible, and just blow it on this. Trust me, it will be worth it, because it just makes your melody so much better. You can add it on the other things, but for melodies in general, you can pretty much slap it on anything, and it just gives it a really nice sound, really nice like realistic sound, which is like super big as well. Especially if you're making like loops and you're sending loops out to producers, it just gives it a really nice sound.